morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Today we are meeting with Lawrence and Rob, and we are going to talk about Raspberry Pi. No, not that one that we can eat, even though I love Raspberry Pi. This one is a little device that can be programmed and can perform some amazing functions. And we are going to learn about it from Rob, who is going to install it at Lawrence's place, so it will be put to test. Stay tuned. This somewhere nearby. Okay, so now what's showing on there? That's from this bad boy, isn't it?
No.
What is this? A computer? Oh no, no.
It can be used as a computer or a second monitor. You want to use it as a monitor, isn't it?
But first we've got to power that up. So now it's powered up. Yep. So we should be able to just go to HDMI on that.
Right. Is this what I'm supposed to be seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the code of Raspberry Pi. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi is now booting up.
So, okay.
And that's the Raspberry Pi inside there. Yeah.
And what's this one?
RS485 to USB for inside your wall charger, so that can go between the Raspberry Pi and the wall charger.
Right.
Converts the signal.
Yes.
So
it says login.
Yep. So what we want to do is
TI.
Yeah, and it's
TWC.
Yeah, got it.
Manager. Yep.
Yep. So and now we're here.
289.06605.
No, it's not necessarily the network. Let me double check.
Wi-Fi dash 69D7. That's right.
Well, this is the new e-station equipment for Toka, Queensland. So we've got the, so this is a completely variable charger. So you just set the arrows by set the current by pressing these buttons. And so it's got a 5-pin adapter on it, and then it's got the Monex or Type 2 charger for your Tesla, and then
32 amps.
That's its maximum ratings, 32 amp, 3-phase.
Yep.
And
Excellent.
you can set all of the different, so that's at 22 kilowatts and 19.
Oh, you can set it to single, it's automatically.
Yeah, so 3-phase it's 22 down to 4 kilowatt, and then at 1-phase it's 7 down to 1.4 kilowatts, so you can go right down low.
So if you have a dual charger, you can get up to 22
You can
kilowatt.
get the maximum, and then so this is just all of the adapters that go with it. So I mean, we could pull them out individually. So that's the 5-pin 32 amp. That's the big guy for like industrial, if you're a big industrial site or one of the big caravan parks that have the 32 amp 5-pin wall charger. This is I'll pack all these in neatly today, but this is the 15 amp single phase, and again they all just adapt to that same configuration for the output of the e-station. And then you've got 20 amp 5-pin and 10 amp single phase, and then there's some more adapters here for other components and other sites, but again we've got the 20 amp 3-phase, single phase 15 amp, single phase 10 amp, and there's the 32 amp.
Nicely labelled, I like that.
Yep, and they're all labelled, and they're all got the current ratings, and the plugs are all appropriate. Like, it's all very, very good kit. It's all really good, and hopefully hopefully some people get to go on some road trips soon and they can use it once the lockdown's all over.
Rob, is this all gonna fit into the cabinet?
No, it won't all fit in the cabinet, so it'll have to be, you contact Toka when you need the equipment, and then they will let me know what you need, and that will be in the cabinet once we know what you're picking up and when you're picking it up. And so Nick, I think, is in charge of that from Toka, and then that filters down to me, and the people come and get what they want. But it should just fit in the frunk of most of the
cars. Certainly the older rear-wheel drives will easily fit it in, but yeah, no, it's quite a lot of equipment. But this is going to get you, you know, charging anywhere that there's, you know, 10, 15 amp, 20, 32, single phase, 3-phase. Like if you're going out bush or somewhere away from the main sort of highways, this is the best equipment for, you know, for that. So yeah, this is for the real hardcore adventurers. Yeah, I stay mainly near the main highways, going up and down.
Around Australia.
This is for the hardcore people, yeah. And there is some stuff on how to use this, so it is a little bit more in depth. But
With settings.
yeah, with the settings, and you've got to make sure that if this is the one that you've plugged in, on the other end of it, it will tell you how many amps you can use, and you've got to set that on here prior to charging, because if you set it too high, it'll trip the circuit breaker and you could run into some trouble. So yeah, best to you know, obviously plan your trip first, work out what charges are where, and you might say to Nick or something that, hey, we only need the 32 amp and the 20 amp 3-phase and the 15 amp single phase, or you know, you might be going on quite an adventure and you might need the whole lot. But it hasn't been as required either of over the last couple of years, because I mean, in the very early days, guys were doing big trips around Australia and they were just, you know, figuring out where to charge anywhere, and now there's quite good infrastructure going in everywhere with the ChargeFox network, ChargePoint. There's even EV networks.
Yeah.
So there's lots and lots of good stuff that's been coming out, and it's yeah, it's getting better every week, I think, out there. So you know, probably not going to be as utilised as it would have been 2 years ago, but
Rob, I'm pretty sure people who are watching this video will wonder what the Greenfield Power is and does. Can you tell us more? I know you're flat out, but still.
Greenfield Power is my company, so we do solar and electric car chargers and batteries, but I've been doing it for quite a while. Really enjoy it, love the space, and even love the electric cars. I've got a couple of those Mitsubishi vans. They're really cool, Jap import sort of thing, but you know, yeah, they're great fun, and you know, it's no Tesla, but
People will remember we reviewed this about a year ago, and now it has a tow bar on it.
Yes,
That's exciting.
And the roof rack.
And maybe the roof rack. I don't know if that was on there or not.
It wasn't there.
No.
So soon it'll have a panel on top as well. That'll give you about 15, 20 k's a day of range.
And maybe
just
a
parked out in the sun.
double ranged battery soon
Yes,
as well.
so there's a guy in Brisbane now working on a battery that bolts exactly in where the original battery is, but it gives you instead of 120 k's range, you'll get 250. And so he's working on that now. Hopefully they solve that problem very soon, and then you know, these will be a really budget kind of you know, electric car that's got quite good range, you know.
I had the pleasure of driving this for a short, like a few kilometers, and it's a nice little van, very practical. It can carry a lot of stuff in there, even though you think it's small, but it's not. It's quite large. So we'll just have a quick sneak peek. Close it in, and here, look at this. And I'll show you a little trick here. Behind the plate is the tow bar hitch. So this has been modified recently, and the plug as well.
Wow.
Greenfield Power. I'm Miev. Or minicab Miev. Brilliant little van.
Brilliant.
Even the camera on the back there.
There's some really good stuff, you know, and a lot of people sort of very negative on electric cars and, oh, what about the battery, this and that, but you know, when you can just put a new battery in after 10 or 12 years, you can, you know, potentially double the life of the car, because there's nothing with the motors and everything that goes wrong. So
Yeah.
as you guys know, there's minimal servicing required.
So maybe we'll see the same with this Tesla S70. In a few years I'll put a 100 kilowatt-hour battery in it, and
Yeah, so there's already some guys in the States that have changed from 70s to 100s and stuff
Yep.
like that. So they've bought accident damaged ones, and there's a lot more over there. But as time goes on, we'll see a lot more of that here, and hopefully the infrastructure remains that we can just swap things in and out. And
it's like Electrified Garage. They did 75D to P100D for somebody.
fantastic. I
Yeah.
didn't know that, but that's great stuff. Yeah, I love seeing that, and that kind of upcycling
Yeah.
It really fits the vibe, doesn't it? You know, so it's really good.
Rob, thank you so much for
No
this, for the info about the charging infrastructure.
Yeah.
For those new to this channel, just go ahead, click subscribe. You'll be notified of future videos. Toka is doing some good work, and you are a great man to have with the cupboard and cabinet for the charging gear. So guys, you will need to hook up and call Rob to pick up the charging gear you need, and then enjoy travels in Australia.
And if you're confused and you don't know, you just email Toka and tell them where you're going, and they'll often recommend you exactly what you need, and then they will then forward that email to me, and then we just email you and say, ready to go, come and get it. And we're just near the Gateway Bridge in Brisbane, so you can just come straight off the highway, pick it up, and you're on your way. All right.
Perfect. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you. Cheers.
See you next time.
See ya.
好不远，但是他现在找到一个人呢，可以把那电池拿起来换一个。Yeah, it's cheap.
Quiet.
Only like $10,000-$20,000. Yeah.
Fantastic.